What's it up, baby? You already know it is the big boss dog K-Po through the dope. Here to talk to the box. So I'm explaining in this video why the people in the suits, why I think the people in the suits on both sides don't think Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford is a fight that they feel like should happen next. Nah, it ain't because, they know Bud gonna whoop Errol. That's not what it is. Okay. The reason why they don't really want this fight is because of the fact they want to get their return of interest, right? They finna give a whole bunch of money to both these guys, right, to fight each other. Okay. So, Terence Crawford wants like all this guaranteed money, 22 million guaranteed, whatever the case is. I don't know, but he gonna want a lot of money to fight Errol Spence, right? And Errol gonna want whatever he get, to fight Terence Crawford. So, and then they got to put a lot of money in production and all that, just in marketing, to basically market and sell this fight, right? And get people to buy the fight, right? So they just trying to make sure they get their return of interest in this fight. Now, you might be asking, what you talking about, boss? Well, I'll tell you why. You look at Terence Crawford, right? A great fighter, he's not pound for pound on my list, but on other people's list, he's pound for pound, right? Y'all know on my list, you got to fight killers, and Terence Crawford hasn't done that. But he's still a great fighter, at the end of the day. He's a fighter that has accolades, right? He got a lot of accomplishments. But at the end of the day, he don't have the big names to back it, which his numbers support that. You see what I'm saying? Even his pay-per-views, he's not really selling like that. He's not doing big pay-per-view numbers. And that's due to his former promoter, and that's also due to him, because he doesn't promote. He doesn't believe that, I should promote my fight. That's the job of the promoter, and which, in a sense, it's 50-50. You know what I mean? You look at Errol Spence, he's a quiet guy. He don't do too much talking. You know what I mean? But he knows the business. He knows he got to talk. He knows he got to market his fights, which means he got to promote himself. You see what I'm saying? So he got to go on them press tours. He got to go on these talk shows and talk and things like that to promote his fights. And he, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows it's going to bring in more revenue. It's going to bring more eyes. You know what I mean? So, but Bud is not doing that. But Crawford, like, his mindset is I'm just going to fight. I'm just a fighter. That's not, my job is not to, promote the fight. And so you got Showtime PPC looking at that, and they're like, okay. I don't know if we want to put, this amount of money into this fight with this guy, because he don't care. Like, he just like, it is what it is. If I get it, I get it. If I get the fight, cool. Y'all promote it. And it's like, they looking at other fights, and they're like, Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence is a bigger fight. And that's true. You look at Keith Thurman does big numbers when he fight. People want to see Keith Thurman fight. That's what it is. Keith Thurman gonna talk. He gonna market the fight by talking trash. He gonna market the fight. He gonna go. That's just what he do. You know what I'm saying? And all you gotta do is look at his body of work. Now, I don't think he's had that many pay-per-view fights, but even his fights where he fought on free TV, he got a lot of views. That Sean Porter versus him fight, I remember a lot of people. I think that's the most viewed fight, on free TV. Like, it did some numbers. It did something. You know what I mean? But like I keep saying, Keith Thurman, that's a fight. That's a fight. They looking at, are we gonna get our return of interest? Are we gonna get, what we put into this? When we paid these fighters, are we gonna get that back and then some? That's what they're looking at. You know what I mean? To the real boxing heads, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford is a mega fight. You know what I'm saying? It is. It decides who the king 147 pounds is, and the winner will be the first undisputed champion in the 4-belt area. Because I think Zab Judah was undisputed at 147 pounds, but I think at that time they only had 3 belts. Somebody clarify that. But the people in the suits are looking at return of interest. That's what they're looking at. They're not looking at, oh man, Bud gonna beat the brakes off Errol. We don't want to make this fight. No. They want Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman and other fighters who are gonna bring more revenue. You know what I'm saying? They looking at money. Errol Spence like, damn the money. I'm fighting for my legacy. Let's make this fight happen with Terence Crawford. And that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? This is why I don't understand the claims of Errol Spence ducking when he's sitting here forcing his company to be like, make this fight happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. It's not even Terence Crawford coming to him talking about, hey, I want to fight. Terence Crawford never came to Errol Spence with no type of contract ever. Ever. Even when dating back to 2018, 2019, right? Errol Spence had 1 belt for a minute. I think for a year. Right? Until I think he fought Sean Porter in 2019. Even then, right? Terence Crawford had more accomplishments. According to y'all, he accomplished more in the sport. So why didn't he just tell Bob, hey, send that nigga a contract, bro? You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But the Bud Brothers will tell you, oh man, Errol Spence is ducking. But he's forcing his promotional company to make a fight with Terence Crawford. He don't care about the money. Yeah, he wants to be compensated. But I'm saying he's not looking at, how they looking at it like, oh man, we gotta make sure we get our return of interest. He was just like, man, whatever. I'm putting my neck on the line for this. I'll market the fight. He ain't, if that's the case. And I fool with it, man. Like I say, man, this fight is for legacy, and I got nothing but respect for Errol Spence. I have respect for Terence Crawford until he ducked, but I got a lot of respect for Errol Spence for caring about his legacy. I don't know if Bud Crawford cares about his legacy. You know what I mean? I know them guys in the suits, they don't care about no legacies. They don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? And that's just real talk. They care about money. They looking like, hey man, how we gonna get our return of interest? How we, that's how they looking at it. They looking at it from a money perspective. Because at the end of the day, everything results back to money. But Errol Spence is the reason why this negotiation thing is happening. It's not Terence Crawford. The people in the suits don't want Errol Spence to fight Terence Crawford because they feel like the fight is not going to do well as far as numbers wise. What it should be. You know what I mean? When you got 2 top fighters fighting, like Mayweather-Pacquiao, which Mayweather and Pacquiao, I would say were both kind of on the back end of their prime, right? But, they didn't fight each other at the height of their prime. It was kind of like still in their prime, but they was on the back end of it, right? And they came together. You could see the money because you like, dang, separately, these dudes did this and this did this. Well, Errol Spence, I don't think hasn't even done 400,000 pay-per-view buys. He's done 300,000, you know what I mean? But he hasn't even done 400,000 pay-per-view buys. Somebody double check that for me. But I don't think he's done 400. I think he's done like 350, somewhere in there. Bud Crawford, I don't even know if he did even 200 pay-per-view buys. You know what I'm saying? 200,000. You know what I'm saying? So they looking at the money. And that's the reason why I feel like this fight probably ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? Because they looking at it from a money perspective, right? Now, also, I feel like this fight ain't gonna happen because I don't think Bud Crawford really want to fight Errol. And he said that multiple times. I don't really care to fight Errol Spence. I'm in the Hall of Fame. I'm signed, sealed, and delivered. That's the things he said. He said, whether I fight Errol Spence or not, I'm still going to the Hall of Fame. That's what he said. He don't care about his legacy. You know what I mean? That's just real talk. Bud Crawford don't give a damn about his legacy. Bud Crawford like, I'm going to the Hall of Fame with or without Errol. Errol Spence like, I want to fight this nigga for undisputed. I care about my legacy. You know what I mean? Now, Errol Spence, I think will go to the Hall of Fame as well. You know? But he wants to make history. He wants to become the first undisputed 147-pounder in the 4-belt era. So, you know, it's something that we got to see. You know, but I don't think the fight gonna happen. You know, I don't think Terence Crawford gonna. I think Terence gonna go fight Alexis Rocha and then, you know, still hold on to, Errol ducking me and play these games. That's what I think. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I mean, like I said, take two to tango. We'll see how everything go, man. But I was just giving my 2 cents on why I think, Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence is not viewed as Mayweather Pacquiao. Y'all let me know what y'all think. What's going on?